President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his inauguration day, making that statement is a careless statement. Do you agree with Nigerians?
I wouldn't agree with them.
News Extra, going extra mile for excellent reportage.
Good evening, viewers at home. We are on to Let's Talk on This Extra. This is our economic segment where I'm having my two gladiators here. Tonight, we are going to talk about impact of subsidy removal on Nigerian economy. I have here with me my two guests. I have here Mr. Saka Khalid. He is the business editor of Leadership newspaper. Good evening, my brother. Good evening. Well, I'm glad to have you on the show tonight. Second by my left here, I have here Mr. Motolani Oseni, the business editor of Daily Times newspaper. Mr. Motolani, glad to have you on the show tonight. Good evening, sir.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Tonight, I am leaving I want you guys to let us deliberate on what is going on as we speak now in Nigeria presently. However, we are going to look at how the first subsidy removal has impacted either positively or negatively to Nigerian economy. Viewers at home, let's embark on this topic.
News Extra.
Let me throw my first question to Mr. Saka Khalid. Mr. Saka, well done, sir. Yeah. What do you think is the main reason for our newly elected president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to remove the fuel subsidy? Do you agree with his decision?
Well, good evening, viewers at home. I cannot say I'm totally agree with fuel subsidy removal. However, we have to look at the pros and cons of this development. Nigeria as an economy has spent so much trillions of naira annually on payment of subsidy. And who are the beneficiaries of this subsidy? They are people who somehow don't have even one tank of fuel, and yet they are enjoying from the subsidy.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, you find out that those who are enjoying the subsidies are not actually the Nigerian people, but some few people enjoying this. And at some point, it's telling on our revenue. We are not generating as much as we ought to. We are a largely import-dependent economy, and we don't export that much. So when you look at the balance of trade between import and export, you find out that we have a lot of deficits. And the little that we are making, we are also channeling it to pay subsidy. So invariably, it ought to have been done by the last administration under President Muhammadu Buhari, but from one reason to the other, he tried to push it to the current administration. And to keep the ball rolling, he has to make it his first pronouncement, because that alone will set other things in proper perspective. So on the positive side, we will ensure that we cut down on our deficit, minding the fact that we are also owing several debts. So, but on the negative, it will impact on the Nigerians, because there is what we call trickle-down effect. Trickle-down effect means that everybody is going to receive the sledgehammer of the decision. But every economy that has developed so far, there is always a time you pay for certain development to come into place. And probably that is what Nigerians will be witnessing going ahead. It's going to have an impact on transportation, on the cost of living, the standard of living, and so on and so forth. For those who go out last week, you have seen that who went out last week, you have seen the impact on transportation. Then going by next week, there will be impact on consumables too. So those are the flip side of the decision.
So, Mr. Mokolano, do you agree with what he just said now?
Well, I would have said the point I don't agree with what he said. But he has clarified certain things there. When he said he didn't totally agree with the new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, about that decision, there is no better way to start. That's just a fact about the whole thing. And you can see that so many experts, stakeholders in the Nigerian economy, have also said that he has taken a very bold step that a whole lot of previous administration has shied away from. I think I totally agree with you. If you look at those contestants, so the three other major contestants also said in their campaign that the first thing they're going to do is to remove subsidy. Just imagine, I'll be specific in certain number. When Nigeria is spending 400 billion naira on subsidy payments every month, when you look at that for a whole year, that translates to like 4.8 trillion naira annually. And how much is our total expenditure in 2023 budget? If you look at that expenditure just on subsidy alone, it is not sustainable. And no president, no leader will want to continue with that such payment because let me just conclude this way.
Okay.
When you see everybody is just appreciating what President Muhammad Buhari did on infrastructure, specifically on the second energy bill that he built. And how much does it cost that administration to build that second energy bill? It is about 330 billion or so. And you are spending 400 billion naira on
Every
something
month.
every month. You can just imagine if the way it is now, with this subsidy removal, you will see that a whole lot of money will be channeled to other.
But according,
other
according to Nigeria, they said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his inauguration day making that statement is a careless statement. Do you agree with Nigerians?
I wouldn't agree with them. If you know the extent of what this continuous subsidy payment is costing us, you will never say that. And I just told you that he has taken a very bold step, and that is to tell you his way of administration, how he want to continue with this administration. That's just the best. There is no better way to start.
Okay. But when we are discussing the other time, we made mention of something that I even want to ask in my next question. Okay, that's this fuel subsidy of it that is going on. How has it impacted into the daily lives of Nigeria due to the increasement in fuel? You know, people have been complaining, going out every day. In your neighborhood, this impacted. What are the things you have seen so far?
I will start from the negative. We'll still come back to it because that question has two legs: the positive impact and the negative impact. So we dwell more on the negative impact because that is what Nigerians will affect Nigerians more. Now, with the removal, you will know that the fuel pump price will be increased. That involves starting witnessing 448, 500. That is per liter. The one I bought today is 500 per liter.
Wow.
Understand? Despite the fact that I bought from a major oil marketer. Understand? So when you buy that at that rate, 500 naira, definitely it will affect so many things. It will affect household. You should expect that the Nigerian current inflation will also soar higher. The current inflation is 22.2% as of April 2022. When the inflation of May comes up, and especially this of June, you see that it will skyrocket.
Are the people in your neighborhood commending what the president has said?
Do you know what happened? I love Nigeria for one thing. They now understand. They are more educated. They now have this information. Due to the fact that everybody can access information on social media and the rest of it, they know it will affect them, but they are taking it in good faith because they know that is the right thing to do.
Mr. Saka, do you have any contrary opinion to what he has said just now?
Well, thanks for the question. I don't think there is literally any contrary opinion. But what I feel is that there are certain things that this administration should have done prior to now. And I feel that before that pronouncement, there should have been a kind of a palliative measure. Palliative measure in the sense that such that you limit the impact of what the subsidy removal would have cost on Nigeria. However, it's not too late. Government can still start something in that regard. And I feel it's one of the reasons why the Nigerian Labour Congress approached the federal government in that regard, believing that though it ended in a deadlock, but I feel the discussion will continue going forward and try to meet at certain point to ensure that though there will be negative impact, but the impact will not be as telling on Nigerians as what they expect.
Okay, okay. Let me start from you, Mr. Sika. Do you think NLC they want to embark on strike? Do you think that is the lasting solution to the problem we are facing currently?
Well, thank you for the question. NLC by their conduct has always believed that strike is the lasting solution, and that is the language that government gets. That's the language that government understand. And that's why you see them after every issue, they always try to say they want to go on strike. But I believe that the strike, because government is still engaging with people, and I believe before then, there should have been a compromise between the government and the workers. However, I, on my personally, do not believe that strike is the solution to the problem. I believe that there is always room for dialogue, and government should also show commitment in whatever it said it wants to do. I believe if government had rolled out a series of palliative measures to cushion the effect of the policy on Nigerians, Labour may not, really put on that strong commitment on going on strike. But I believe government should show commitment, though the Tinubu has made mention of it in his speech, but there should be action towards the
That's it. Before we round this up, let me quickly throw this question to Mr. Motolani. Maybe time is this week. Mr. Motolani, maybe what can you say?
Yes, I will only add to what my colleague here have said. Yes, I said initially, there is no way any reasonable government that want to improve on whatever situation is in the Nigerian economy that will not remove subsidy. And that is the only reason why you see all those contenders campaigning to remove subsidy when they have been elected as president of this nation. So, and if you listen to Tinubu, I know the kind of person he is. He understands the fact that NLC will come up with strike. He said it in one of his campaigns that no amount of protest, he knows it will be, but he will get back and remove subsidy. So he already knows that he's going to remove the subsidy. And I know he knows how to negotiate with NLC. However, going on national strike is not the solution. But for the federal government to ensure that they really do what they has promised to do as palliative measure to cushion the effect, he said he will increase the worker salary, coming up with different kind of welfare package. If he can do that, ensure that he bring on board a whole lot of youths, create employment with good salaries, I think it will definitely show on impact.
Okay. Now, your message for Nigerians, despite the fact that the subsidy are going to remove,
One of my comments, I said that if we can stop, and he has stopped subsidy because he said subsidy payment is not included in 2020 budget from this month. So there is no budget for it. That's done and done forever, according to what President said. Yes, 400 billion naira going for subsidy payments every month has stopped. Just imagine when 30% of budgets, our annual budget goes to subsidy payment, that has stopped to be channeled infrastructure, to channel. Do you even know that education and two more sectors, three sectors they don't get what subsidy get in our budget.
So if this impact we are talking about is on the common lives of Nigeria,
Do you know that if
who cannot even afford to.
I understand what you are saying. Let me tell you one secret of economics. When as a government, if you are embarking on infrastructure, let's say for instance, we are in Lagos now, there is a big project or major project in Kenya. Another one is happening in Sweden, another one is happening in another place. Do you know what the impact of that on the Nigerian economy? Let me tell you one thing. If you ensure that there is local content in whatever you are doing, if there is infrastructure going on here, let's say that these are our dilapidated road now from Lagos to Abeokuta road now. Let's say they start doing it today. Do you know how many youth that will be employed as labourer on that road going home with money? When they get that money from that, they give to their wife. The wife go to the market. That's the way money circulates to the economy. So there is no way if you put them back on a project, infrastructure project, there is no way to not have impact on the business.
I will try to talk up what he said. There is what we call the trickle-down effect. It's what is implied in 2016. When, for instance, if you cut a subsidy payment, cut it and use it to fix infrastructure, the infrastructure has a way of paying back directly or indirectly to people. First and foremost, if the roads are good, you spend less on fixing your vehicle. So if the roads are good, if the electricity is there, you spend less on generator. So you won't have any cost to go and buy the fuel. So for me, I will believe or I will advise though he has started on it, but for this to have positive effects, there is need for them to either privatize Warri and Kaduna refinery so that you give it to people that can manage it. When we have both refinery working in conjunction with Dangote refinery, which means we have three private refineries.
Tinubu is also a private sector person.
So when you have those three refineries working, then ensure that modular refineries too are working. We don't have any reason to go abroad to go and refine our fuel. So if we don't have any reason to refine our fuel, we will spend less on importing while we fix our infrastructure in-house. So if we can do that, we fix electricity, the roads are there, then Nigerian over time will forget that there was one time in subsidy.
Thank you so much for having you both on our channels, right? So I'm glad that I bring in the two gladiators here to come and deliberate on our economic sector tonight. Viewers at home, my name remains the same, Adeyemi Obadimu, and these are my guests. Mr. Saka Khalid of Leadership Newspaper. He's a business editor. And my second guest here, Mr. Botolani Subsidy of the Nigerian. I hope next time when I call on you, you can answer this channel to come and deliberate another topic. Bring on this channel.
Why not? I'm glad to be here. I would always love to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
News Extra, going extra mile for excellent reporting.